Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. This is all the cards in the deck. And the title for this one is People Never Understood You and They Never Will. Who cares? Just be you. Okay. So this is about you and maybe the things that you have dealt with going through life, moving through life. Okay. So we're going to do a little shuffling of the cards and then we will, they want to start talking already. And we'll go ahead and get into it. All right. The first card is the Miser. Okay, so this is representative of you. You hold on to things very tightly, very close to you, because you're fearful of losing things. And people never understood that about you. They never understood, why do you hold on so tightly? And why are you so this? And why are you so that? Why are you so to yourself? Why do you not have friends? Why do you walk alone? Well, you walk alone because you think better being by yourself. But people don't understand that. But that's a very intelligent person. And you hold on to things tightly. You cherish things that people give to you. Why? Because maybe you grew up in a world where you didn't have much. Or maybe the people that raised you made you feel like you didn't have much. And so therefore you thought you didn't. But also you didn't have much in other people's eyes in terms of friendships, people around you. They just weren't there. People just couldn't understand that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is about, having multiple paths. See, people didn't understand why you always came out on top. And people wanted to be near you to learn your ways. How are you the King of Pentacles? Or how are you going to become the King of Pentacles? Or how do you have what you have? Or how did you marry the person that you married? How did you marry a King of Pentacles? Whatever it is, a King of Pentacles either was in your life or they're getting ready to be in your life. And the Page of Wands comes in, and there's always good news for you. And people just don't understand why good things happen to you. They never understood that. They don't understand why you have obstacles, but somehow you come out on top. People don't get that about you. People don't understand why you have a King of Cups in your life. You have someone that is loving and caring towards you. People don't understand, who is this person that advises you? Who is this person that cherishes you? Now, the secret is, it's not a person, it's God, believe it or not. But you've had plenty of Knights of Swords that come rushing in wanting to be around you. But they didn't understand you either. They thought they could rush in and be sexy and hot, and you just, fall for everything that they, wanted to dish out. They thought you were going to celebrate with them. They thought that you were going to be the love of their life, but you surprised them. You're like, I don't have time for that. I know the type of person you are. You rush in and you are abusive, and then you leave. And maybe there were times that you got into those relationships, right? People never understood that because you were always such an attractive and intelligent person. But when it came to love, you got with the wrong person. You got with somebody that, well, you couldn't share things with. You got with someone that wasn't the lovers. You always wanted the lovers, though. You always wanted that. You looked at other people and you're like, well, how did they get that? But people just never understood how you could be so good looking or so handsome and end up in such chaos in relationships, or people that cheat, people that deceive and do you wrong, right? People that bound you up, people that abused you. They may have abused you on the street, people that just didn't do you right. No one understood why. Because people thought you were like the Hierophant. You were very knowledgeable, very smart, very capable, but you still choose the wrong people. And you would get into new beginnings with people, and it would be the same type of person, the same kind of person that was being abusive towards you. But you've learned, and that learning will allow you to teach other people, right? And you don't need to regret. Even though other people would think that you have regrets about the relationships that you found yourself in, you don't. because you're a very practical person, you're a very loyal person. And there were times that you stayed in those relationships with people that were younger than you, those Page of Pentacles that didn't have much. I mean, they could have been older, but many times they were younger. And they just didn't have anything. What they did have is the desire to control you, the desire to have power over you, the desire to take you off of your balance, to not give you balance, to make you feel like, your ships aren't coming in. The things that you want, you're not going to get. So why are you waiting for them? This person said bad things to you. They said, you're not going to have victory. Little do you know, you will have victory. Victory is yours, but you're now going to be the teacher. You're going to teach people how you managed to get out of this terrible, broke down relationships that people never understood why you remained in. They just didn't get it. And there were times when you would have difficult decisions. There were times that you might have two people in your life that you had to decide, well, who am I going to spend my time with? But they both turned out to be bad news for you, right? Those many options that you had. But the thing that's very interesting is that you had very good options too. They say you exude certain things and you bring certain types of people in. Whatever you're exuding is what you attract. But that isn't the case for you, because you attracted people that wanted to marry you, that wanted to have a good life with you. And they were surprised that sometimes you could be the Queen of Swords. Sometimes your tongue could be sharp. But the Wheel of Fortune was always on your side in terms of success, in terms of getting what you want, in terms of your perseverance, in terms of your fight. And you could be that Queen of Swords. You could be that Queen of Swords with the people that you dated, the people that you worked with. You would be sharp, but your tongue would be sharp, but it would take time for that to come out. But you would lie in hermit mode for a while, especially when it comes to those bad relationships. And you definitely needed the strength, sometimes the physical strength, because you at times were physically abused and you didn't know what to do. And plenty of people passed judgment on you. These people that never understood you, and they never will, because they weren't dealt the same cards as you. You had to learn lessons so that you could teach people, so that you could go on a fool's move. But you got into foolish relationships. You got into relationships with people that, they didn't have much. They maybe had a pinnacle to give you, to offer you. You likely were the ones that had to make all of the money. You likely were the one who, if you didn't make the money, you pushed that person to make money. And they brought in the money. And you stood by them. And you always looked good. You were always well taken care of. You came out, even though you may have been suffering in silence. And that person that you were with was often a cruel King of Swords, because you can have a good King of Swords, but you can also have a cruel one who uses his tongue and sometimes even his fists. But you were the Empress. You were beautiful. You were, fertile, but oftentimes misunderstood, especially by the people that we're talking about. These are the people that never understood you. They were your audience, so to speak. They were the people that were sitting back and watching and wondering, why do you get into the things that you get into? Why are you always fighting? Why are you always self-sacrificing and giving to somebody that doesn't give to you? Why are you doing that? Why do these relationships end in sorrow, in pain, in suffering, in death? Why is there so much hidden in deception, hidden things and deception? Why are your relationships chock full of that? Why do you find yourself always needing to move on, but maybe not moving on fast enough, not fast enough for the people that are watching you? These people are watching you. They're naysayers. They're like, oh, here they go again. They're getting into another bad relationship, likely with a younger person who isn't going to bring them anything but problems. They deserve the sun. This is what some people are saying, but a lot of the people that never understood you, they don't think you deserve the sun. It's an interesting story. They think you deserve, they definitely don't think you deserve any cups, especially the 9 of cups. They don't feel that you deserve your wish fulfillment. And those are likely the people that were passing judgment on you and saying things behind your back. Oh, here she goes again, or here he goes again, getting with that young person that's not going to give them a 10 of cups. And they were right. But maybe you were getting your advice from these people, or maybe these people were telling you, you know what? You need the 2 of cups. You need to step back, evaluate why you get yourself into these situations. But you just never cared, because ultimately you went through all of this so that you could teach others. You're a teacher of sorts, right? And you're very childlike. Don't ever lose that. Don't let people tell you, oh, lose the childlike ways, because if you do, you'll be up at night. If you lose your childlike ways, you're going to be up at night wishing, and hoping that you could be like a child again, like Peter Pan I'm getting. You're very childlike, but very adult and very capable. But you have been through this a lot. And you feel like there just isn't anyone that's going to bring you love, because love has always brought you this, right? Divorce, separation, and then sorrow. But this is feeling sorry for yourself, because that King of Cups, or that person that's going to love on you, they're coming. And look at that, the Queen of Cups. Now that's a nice way to, look at things. You're a Queen of Cups, they're a King of Cups, or vice versa. There is love that's coming, and it's going to be a balanced love. But you're not going to get this justice until you learn how to appreciate yourself. You're the Queen of Wands. You walk around looking good, smelling good, feeling good, drawing people closer and closer to you, because that's what you do. But you feel broken at the same time. But, you've had a lot of people come into your life hastily, sending you messages of love, sending you messages of be mine, I want you in my world. These are the kind of people that you started to date, and then you slowly started to see who they were. And then you had to stand your ground. You had to say no. But that's the thing. They got with somebody that wanted a happy home, and they could not provide it. Maybe because they were cheaters. Maybe because they were liars. They were deceivers. You wanted that happy home, but they were the Knight of Wands. They were in and out of your life and everybody else's. Well, maybe they married you, but they gave you this, right? They gave you burden after burden. And maybe you even have children with this person, and it's conflict with that. And these children are seeing things that they don't want to see. But, this is what you brought into your world, the King of Wands, somebody that wants to exercise power over you, someone that wants to, or wanted to, or did exercise power. But I get that you're coming out of, pulling these types of people into your world, these King of Wands. King of Wands is sexy. They're energetic. They're passionate. But they're also fiery and destructive. And those are the kinds of people that you bring into your world. Somebody that wants to be an emperor, somebody that wants to, exercise power over you. So what you've been doing lately is going into hangman mode and contemplating and thinking, you know what, I've gotten into these relationships, the kind that people never understood. And I never cared why they understood or didn't understand. I guess it's up to me to understand, because I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I take care of myself. I nurture and I love. And I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready for love. But I, for some reason, keep telling myself that I'm not worthy. Maybe I don't verbally tell myself. Maybe it's been ingrained in me for so long, and maybe I've had so many tower moments in relationships that I just automatically think I'm no star. I'm not someone that anybody wants. But see, that's the thing. You are a star. You're better looking than you realize. In many instances, you're just gorgeous or beautiful, and you've probably had people tell you that. So you need to make an investment in your own life, in your own happiness, right? You need to do that. You need to Continue to share your experiences, all of those heartaches that you've gone through. You need to share those. Be generous with that. Talk to people about it because they're going to learn, right? They're going to get new ideas from what you tell them. They're going to learn a lot from your experiences. So share those experiences with them. And then take time to rest. Take time to rest and reflect. Take time to rest and reflect on the things that you've done, the people that you've experienced in your life. Think about them. Think about the people that you dated. How did they treat you? Why do you think you stayed with them as long as you did? Well, maybe because you are very resilient. You're very strong. But, you may even be a high priestess, or you may be going to a high priestess so that you can better understand, why do I do the things that I do? Where's that love? When is that love coming in? Well, you don't have to ask. You're the magician. You have everything that you need to bring that special someone in. You are worthy. And either you're getting ready to move on or you've moved on. You've probably moved on multiple times. You've moved on multiple times and you want the world in your life. You want the whole world, and you're going to get that because you're now recognizing exactly who you are, and you're going to get in that chariot and you're going to move on because you know that you deserve all of the best things in life, right? You're going to brush yourself off, pick yourself up, work hard, keep going, and make sure that you have balance in your world. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing is stupid, who you're with is dumb. You need to recognize that yourself. You need to step back and ask yourself the necessary questions. Is this person right for me? Does this person show me love? Is it the kind of love that I like? Are they not showing me love? Whatever it is. But people never understood you. They never understood why you got into the relationships that you did, why you married someone, why you had children with this someone. But who cares what they think? Who cares? Just be you. Learn the lessons and move on. Take good care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.